Push the tempo, 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 push the tempo.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning into SCSN, where we are getting ready to give you some great basketball action between your Lady Falcons and the visiting Mendocino Eagles. I'm Stash Moida. I'm joined up here in the broadcast booth with my good friend Mike McLeod. Mike, welcome to the booth.
Hey, how you doing, Stash boy?
I'm doing all right. I'm really excited to see this team play tonight.
I'm always excited to see the Solano Lady Falcons play. 12 in a row now, undefeated in conference play. It's always fun to watch them.
You know, this team is on a roll. Who should we look for tonight to step up big for the Falcons?
Well, it's a different person every night. Taylor Hamilton, she might not have a big game by most people's standards, but she's going to have a big game for herself. She averages 14.5 points per game, but has only scored in single digits three times this year. I'm sorry. The last time coming in the last game that we played here.
Against Napa Valley.
Yes.
Now, this Mendocino team is very familiar with this Solano team. They already matched up once this year. They're Bay Valley rivals. And who's the one player from Mendocino we should look out for?
Well, the Eagles live and die by Eliza Vargas. She was an all-conference selection as a freshman. She averages 20.2 points, 9.1 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 3.1 steals per game. Stosh, I don't think you need to be a statistician to know that that's a stat line.
Yes, it is. You know, how hot this Falcon team has been, I guarantee you if they come away with a victory today, it's going to be bittersweet since Mendocino beat them late in the season last year to knock them out of playoff contention. So I know the Solano team is looking for a little payback.
Oh, yeah, and they already played once in Mendocino earlier this year. Solano won handily 91-63, and look for Mendocino to be a little bit hungry coming into this game.
You know, Mendocino is third in the Bay Valley Conference with a record of 7-4. But
yeah, they're not a slouch.
They are not. You know, this could be battling for a playoff spot, you know, ending the Solano's run. But the way Solano's been looking, the way they run their full court press and the high-tempo offense, I think Mendocino's going to struggle a little bit with the short bench that they have.
Yeah, they only have 9 players. But while they aren't deep, they are experienced. Only 2 freshmen on this team. And they just so happen to also be the only forwards on the team.
You know, the Eagles are also returning 2 All-Bay Valley Conference players from last year in Crystal Cervantes and Eliza Vargas. So that could be crucial. They have the experience over here. It's just going to be a good game, Mike.
It's going to be a great game, Stosh.
You know, I think they're getting ready for some starting lineups and the national anthem. So let's go down to the floor, check that out. We'll be back to you after this. All right, we have a little Miss Mariah Carey for the national anthem over there. And looks like we're getting some players' announcements over here. See who's starting in tonight's game.
Well, for Mendocino, it should be Crystal Cervantes, Kaylee Lincoln, Catherine Edmonds, Maya Blundell, and Elisa Vargas.
And Elisa Vargas, a returning all-conference player. She's averaging 20.2 points per game.
20 points a game.
But you know, Solano has a very stiff defense. How do you think Eliza's going to match up against Solano's D tonight?
Well, it's actually more a question of Solano matching up with Eliza and make sure that they don't get into a half-court set.
You know, but one thing I can tell Solano has the advantage, not only they have the deep bench, they also have the height advantage. I believe that Mendocino only has 2 forwards on their roster.
And they're both freshmen.
You know, how is Mendocino going to match up against a player like number 33, Laura Lawson, or number 20, Ariel Clay for your Lady Falcons?
Well, the thing is, Mendocino does have 2 players averaging almost double digits in rebounds, with Catherine Edmonds and Eliza Vargas both averaging over 9 a game. And so the key for Solano, if they want to win the rebounding battle, take Laura Lawson, take Justice Robinson, take all their bigs, box those 2 out, and let the guards rebound.
You know, here's a couple stats for you here. The Lady Falcons are first in offensive rebounds per game, defensive rebounds per game, and total rebounds per game.
Well, if you're first in both, you're probably first in the last.
But not only that, they're first in games, points per game, free field goals made per game, free field goal attempts per game, assists per game. I can just go down the list here, and they're pretty much dominating every category for the Bay Valley Conference.
And they're 11-0 in conference play, 20-4 overall, 14th in the entire state of California.
Wow. And just last week, they were 16th. They've been bumping between the 14 and 16. Here we go. Laura Lawson wins the tip. Inbound and gets the ball is Nikki and Daya. Clay to Denisha. TP3 swings it over to Lawson. A little mishandle there. Dribble. She regroups. Kicks the ball to Nikki. Falcons working the ball very well around the perimeter, looking for an open shot. Denisha drive the lane up and couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Mendocino's first try at putting some points on the board. Here's Crystal Cervantes with the ball. Gets it to Catherine Edmonds. Swings it back to Kaylee Lincoln. Good move by Crystal, but nothing working there. Good defense by Solano. A little floater shot. Didn't go in. And rebounded by Ariel Clay.
And Denisha Lundy starting out on Eliza Vargas on defense.
And Daya saves it when it looked like everybody gave up on the play. And Daya was all alone. Dishes to Lundy for 3.
That is the epitome of Solano basketball. Hustle and heart and three-point shooting from Denisha Lundy.
I mean, everybody was just standing around like, the ball's going to go out of bounds. And Nikki and Daya said, no, it's not. Gets the ball, and they get 3 points on the scoreboard. Tipped away by Taylor Hamilton. And there's that little trap defense Solano really likes to use up near the half-court line.
Now they sort of do a full-court press and half-court trap. Taylor Hamilton's just really good at getting into the passing lanes.
Taylor Hamilton, I mean, we call her name constantly. She is the team leader. She is the returning sophomore. And the addition, a little foul called off the ball on number 1, Crystal Cervantes, giving the ball back to Solano.
A little bit of a rookie move from the returning BVC all-conference player.
Mm-hmm. And looks like Mendocino set up in a man-to-man defense. Denisha kicks it to Taylor, wide open for 3, and nothing but the bottom of the net to give the Falcons a quick 5-0 lead. Her toe must have been on the line. Good transition offense for Mendocino. Couldn't get it to go. Taylor Hamilton just tips it out of bounds, and then Solano's going to reset their defense here and try to make a stop.
And, we say this every game, but the drawback of having a full-court press is you only have one person back. So if you can break the pressure, you have a good shot.
Mendocino has thrown up a couple shots, and they are just ice cold so far in this game. A deep 3 And it's good for number 1, Crystal Cervantes.
Mendocino not known as a three-point shooting team, only 25% on the year. 26% on the year.
Lundy thought about it, nothing working there. And Daya for a deep 3, and it's good!
In the gym range.
Wow. That was almost Steph Curry range there.
A little bit.
I didn't think
Definitely
she could make it that
NBA
far.
3.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to be a foul call on Laura Lawson with a little hip check there. Number 33, Eliza Vargas. And checking in for Solano is number 5, Justice Robinson. Justice Robinson had herself a good game the last time they were out against Napa Valley.
15 points, I believe.
Yes, she did, right off the bench. I mean, the bench picked it up big in that game.
And bench production is extremely underrated.
I mean, Taylor Hamilton and Ariel Clay both got into foul trouble early, so Coach Matt Boychard had to rely on his bench to come in and step it up. I mean, Nicole White, Justice Robertson, Christian Voiles, Adri Jones, I can just go down the line, and they all made an impact.
Nicole White had herself a game.
It seemed, yeah, that game against Napa, they came out a little flat, and Nicole White came in and just added a spark plug, and she got 2 steals and back-to-back layups, which caused a timeout from Napa and allowed Solano to take the lead, and they never looked back after that. Good defense by Solano there. Justice Robinson with the ball to Denisha, and they're going to get Denisha on a travel call. And subbing in for the Lady Falcons, who we were just talking about, is number 23, Nicole White.
Coming in for Nikki Andaya.
I like the early substitutions by Coach Matt Boychard to keep his starters fresh and allow his whole team to work. And there was a jump ball there. Nobody got it. It's going to be Solano ball. It looks like the Falcons' pressure is getting to the Eagles a little bit.
And that goes hand in hand with the substitutions. Keep everyone subbing in and out. Keep all their legs fresh so you can keep up this pressure for 40 minutes.
And there is an off-ball foul. And it looks like it's going to be
moving screen, I believe.
On number 5, Justice Robinson. Her first personal, second team foul. Mendocino, good transition defense by Hamilton there to get her body in front. Nicole White was also in there, and Justice Robinson playing some tough D. Pull-up jumper, and it's no good. Rebounded by Ariel Clay. It looked like Maya Blundell actually almost came up with her own rebound. Taylor Hamilton for a deep 2, no good. And she gets to steal, gets the own ball, but then she falls and happens to be out of bounds, so it's going to be Mendocino ball.
It just happens to be out of bounds.
Checking back in for your Lady Falcons is number 33, Laura Lawson. Now keep your eye on Lawson. The height advantage she has on these Eagles, I think she might have herself a big game if she can keep out of foul trouble.
Checking in from Mendocino, Mariah Escobedo, number 11.
And Crystal Cervantes just runs down the court all alone and just drives the lane and couldn't finish up the layup. That was good defense by number 24, Taylor Hamilton, just to stay with her, keep her body in front, and make her take a shot she didn't really want to take.
Well, when they're that close to the hoop, you usually want to take those shots.
Mm-hmm. She kind of just threw a Hail Mary pass here. Nicole White with the defense, and she didn't call for a foul. That's a good foul by number 23, Nicole White.
A good foul? But Coach Boychard not happy.
That will send number 12, Catherine Edmonds, to the line to shoot 2. And she is not the best free throw shooter on the team. Well, she is shooting 70% from the line.
Yeah, I think she actually is the best.
No,
second
Kaylee
best.
Lincoln
Third
actually
best.
is a 92% shooter.
Yeah. Don't give it to her late in game.
Yep, and she
Or
splits
don't
them.
let her get it.
And I believe the score is 8-4, and the scorer actually got the number back up there, so the correct score is on the scoreboard now.
Coming in from Mendocino, number 20, Latasha Kelvin.
Oh, good backdoor cut by Laura Lawson. Even better pass from Nicole White. Put 2 on the board. Solano just swarming all over these Eagles right now. For another deep three, no good. Hamilton comes down with the rebound.
And that's what Solano's going to need to do.
Hamilton dishes up to Lawson. Lawson goes up, couldn't get the finish there, and it's rebounded by number 20, Latasha Kelvin, and it's going to be a foul call.
Yeah, you can hear it from here.
And it's on number 5, Justice Robertson. That's 2 fouls for Justice Robertson. And checking back in for your Falcons is number 20, Ariel Clay, and number 21, Denisha Lundy. You know, the way Matt Borchard does his substitutions, he kind of reminds me of a hockey coach in line changes. He doesn't allow him to stay out there too long to get tired.
Minute and a half, you do your part, you come out.
Keep them fresh legs for the second half.
Well, also, if you get into foul trouble.
Good defense by Laura Lawson, just getting her hands up there. Denisha Lundy with the rebound, coming up court on the right side. She dishes it to Clay. Setting up their offense. Tipped, but Nikki Andaya gets the ball. Nikki kicks it over to Nicole. Nicole cuts right. She drives the lane up and under, and she's fouled and just going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Great move by Nicole.
Very good move. I thought she was going to dish it out there, but she faked the pass and got to the basket to draw the foul.
She faked the pass. I didn't think she was going to pass on that one. She just faked the pass to get the defender away so she could get to the lane.
And she makes the first.
Coming in for Mendocino, Kaylee Lincoln, number 10.
And checking in for your Lady Falcons is number 22, Kiara Beecham. Now, Kiara's been seeing a lot more playing time here in the past couple weeks, and Nicole White makes them both. Solano keeping with full court pressure here.
And getting back to your point about Kiara Beecham getting minutes, I think at this point they've won an 11 in a row. They're undefeated in conference play. I think Poitras might be trying to save some legs for the playoffs.
That is true. Solano has their first 20-win season since the 09-10. Oh, and the bank is
open on Wednesdays
for number 10, Kylie Lincoln.
And a timeout by Mendocino.
12-7 game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're 14-20 left here in the first half. Solano has a couple more fouls than Mendocino. And if you're Coach Matt Boychert, what are you saying to your team right now?
Just keep playing your game. You're doing well so far. You're creating turnovers. Yes, you're fouling. You need to cut down on that. But for the most part, you're doing well. Rebound the ball. Keep just reinforcing the points of emphasis. It's still too early in the game where you have to change your points of emphasis yet.
So you're saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Pretty much. Or at least reinforce what might be lagging. It's not broken yet.
You know, head coach for Mendocino, Miss Jody Daliga, I believe is her last name.
That's a name.
You know, I saw her out in warm-ups passing passes to her team, and she was throwing some dimes out there. So you think Mendocino
Come in, Coach.
You think Mendocino would be a better passing team? Nicole White looking for something to happen. Nikki with the ball now. Dishes it back to Nicole. Nicole sets up for a 3. It is no good. Kiara Beecham almost with the rebound, kicks off her foot, and it's going to be Eagles ball.
But like I said at the beginning, rebounding needs to be a point of emphasis. And yes, that one went off her foot and it went to Mendocino, but Solano had that rebound.
You know, like we were saying.
You got to exploit your strengths.
You know, Solano is the best rebounding team in the Bay Valley Conference. So,
not only that, their rebound margin per game, staggering. 26 per game.
Wow. 26 rebounds a game.
More than their opponents.
You know, Solano's actually coming up on a school record for rebounds. The 93-94 team had a 47.3 rebounds per game, and Solano is currently averaging 47.6 rebounds per game.
Sounds good to me.
You know, there's been a lot of records that this Lady Falcons team has been flirting with all season, and that just shows you how good this team is and how well coached they are from Coach Matt Boychert.
Yeah, and you wonder how much of it is a product of the system, but there is some talent on the Solano team.
Very much so. I mean, you can just see it with the addition of Denisha Lundy and how Taylor Hamilton has come on in late. for three, no good. Rebounded by Nisha Lundy. Up to Hamilton. Hamilton stops, up and under, and it's good.
And so we've been talking on and off about Taylor Hamilton, what she brings to the table. And
tipped by Christina Contouris, and she gets the ball. Up to Audrey Jones. Audrey alone, resets, gets it to Denisha. Audrey in the corner alone for three.
And you just knew that one was going in as soon as she let it go. But getting back to my point about Taylor Hamilton, you saw her do the up and under, got 2 points. She's already got 4 points for the game. And, you know, Coach Boychert has really made an emphasis of having her score more, become more of a scoring threat. They have Denisha Lundy, they have Nikki Andaya, they have Nicole White. So she doesn't need to play all these roles. She can focus on scoring if she wants to.
Checking in for Solano is number 33, Laura Lawson. It looks like Coach Matt Boychert is going with the big down low, and he's got his perimeter shooters out there.
1 in, 4 out, New York Knicks offense.
Denisha Lundy up top from a good screen, and no good. Good pressure by Hamilton. It looks like Solano is just dropping back now and try to play some tough D in the lane and fight for the ball. It's just up in the air and controlled by Mendocino.
If Mendocino wants to shoot threes, Solano's going to let him.
All day long. They're not the best three-point shooters in the league. Denisha and Taylor both fighting over the ball, and Hamilton with the ball now. Good bounce pass to Lawson. Lawson gets a tip, and a foul is going to send her to the line to shoot two.
Great pass. Great bounce pass.
So it's a lost start.
Oh, that took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say not a lot of people care about bounce passes. It's, like you said, a lost art.
You know, just going back to the last game against Napa Valley, there's one set of plays where Solano rebounds it and gets it all the way down court without even dribbling, and then Taylor Hamilton throws a dime bounce pass to Denisha Lundy for a nice layup. That just proves
looks like a lane violation from Laura Lawson.
She just followed through a little too much there. And she splits them. Solano back to the full court pressure here. You know, I was expecting number 33, Eliza Vargas, to come out on fire, but Solano's defense has shut her down. Stolen away. Christina Contouris for the layup. She misses. Rebounded by Laura Lawson. She puts it back up. She misses. And there's going to be an over-the-back foul by number 23, Maya Blundell.
Coming in for Mendocino, number 20, Latasha Kelvin. So while we got some time here, we want to remind everyone that it is PAL Appreciation Night.
PAL.
Yes.
Police Athletic League.
Yes, thank you. Tonight is the Police Athletic.
Excuse me, Mike. That was a beautiful drive by Taylor Hamilton for two.
All those wearing PAL uniforms will be admitted to tonight's game for free and have the chance to take a photo with the women's basketball team after the game.
You know, it's very nice. We have a timeout on the court. Now, let's emphasize this a little. This is the third promo night we've actually been a part of. The first one was military and active firemen and police, and we had a good turnout that night. And then the last Friday game, we had Scout Night. Had a bunch of Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts here. Got to take pictures with the team. Autographs at halftime. You know what I was upset about?
We didn't get any autographs?
There was no Thin Mint cookies. There's Girl Scouts here. They're selling cookies.
It's Girl Scout cookie season, though.
I would have spent a lot of money on if they had them right here in front of me. You know, up here in the broadcaster's booth, we get a little hungry.
We would have had 3 boxes each.
Oh, you would have had 3 boxes.
I would have had 5 boxes. You would have had
there
1.
There we go.
I was going to average it out, 3.
But yeah, I like to see Solano really reaching out to the community and say, hey, come check out our team. You know, this Solano women's team is probably the best women's team I have seen personally here at Solano. They're just on fire, and they don't get enough credit for what they do.
Yeah, and I mean, you talked earlier about all the records that they're flirting with breaking, and it just goes to show they're doing it kind of under the radar.
Very much so.
They beat a team by 40 and went down in the rankings from 14 to 16, and we saw that with the volleyball team as well. Solano doesn't get a lot of love from the rest of California.
You know, I guess the Bay Valley Conference isn't really the best division, I would say, for basketball and volleyball. But, you know, if our teams, the ladies' teams, are performing this well, they deserve a home game in the playoffs. That's what the volleyball team got shafted a little bit there.
A little bit. They had to go on to Stockton.
To Delta College. And Mendocino coming up the court here after the timeout. Mendocino looking around, just trying to put some buckets on the board here. Oh, tipped away by Taylor Hamilton, but it's recovered by number 10, Kaylee Lincoln.
Now, Solano's on an 8-0 run. Mendocino would like to get the ball in the basket.
For a deep three, and the bank is open again for number 10, Kylie Lincoln.
I think that's 2 now.
She has 6 points on the night, and A.G. Jones is trapped in the corner, dishes out to Christina. Christina over to Ariel Clay for a wide open jumper, and it rims out. Laura Lawson with the rebound. She puts it back up, and it's good for Laura Lawson.
A little flat-footed, but not bad as it goes in.
And we got our TV working up here in the broadcast booth so we can see what you guys, the viewers, are seeing. Ooh, cross-court pass from Mendocino. Kayla Lincoln looking around.
Kayla Lincoln has a mismatch.
Kendra stolen away by Taylor Hamilton. Taylor pull up jumper from the free throw, no good.
She loves that jumper, doesn't she?
She absolutely loves it. And I would say 9 out of 10 times she would make that shot. And that just happened to be the one.
And that's what you want from your go-to shot, a shot you can make 9 times out of 10.
High percentage shots. Trying to throw the ball in the lane, and A.G. Jones said, I'm not having none of that. Stolen back by Mendocino, and they couldn't get it to go. And their jump ball, and it's going to be Solano ball. And we have 4 new players checking in for Solano. It looks like number 32, Christian Voiles, number 11, Nikki Andaya, Denisha Lundy, and Kiara Beecham all checking in.
A full squad.
Hey, line change. Let's do it on the fly.
Too many men on the court?
Too many men on the court.
Or women on the court?
Yep,
yeah.
Sorry. Denisha controlling it. Nikki Andaya. Over to Christian Voiles for 3. And it just hits the front of the rim. Little short. Ariel Clay trying to come up with a steal there, and she gets called for the foul.
And those are the fouls you want to avoid. 94 feet from the hoop, you shouldn't be fouling.
Especially when you're up 12 points with a lot of time left to go in the game. But that's Solano's play style. They play aggressive, full court. And Mendocino is, without the couple threes that they've made, they wouldn't even be anywhere near in this game.
Solano looked a little lost on that rotation.
Denisha Lundy with the rebound. Denisha just driving, kicks it out to Christian for another 3, and it's a little short again. Rebounded by Kiara, dishes it to Lundy, to Nikki. Nikki, pull-up jumper, and it's good from Nikki Andaya.
We don't talk enough about Nikki Andaya and what she has meant to this team.
You know, she's a starter and also a role player. I mean, when she's out, look at that.
Look at her go.
You call her name, she hears us talking, she gets the steal, and the easy bucket for 2. And you are absolutely right.
Her introduction into the starting lineup has coincided with this winning streak.
Oh, and Eliza couldn't get it to go, and they're fighting for the ball, and there's 4 Mendocino Eagles in the paint here, and they're just fighting for their own rebounds, and they can't get it to go, and it's Ariel Clay that comes up with it. Gets it ripped right out of her hands, and Mendocino wants up, and Christian Voiles gets called with a foul.
I think that was a little bit of a frustration foul, not being able to rebound the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Back to my point of emphasis for tonight, rebound the basketball.
Yes. And it will send number 1, Crystal Cervantes, to the line to shoot 2. She's a 75% free throw shooter. And she makes the first.
Coming in, number 22, Jalen Wilson for Mendocino.
To shoot her second. And she makes them both. She has 4 points on the night. Ooh, good cut by Nikki Andaya. Through 2 defenders. Dishes it out to Lundy for 3. And just a little long there. A little too strong. And it's going to stay Solano ball. Jalen Wilson just couldn't get a handle on that rebound. She just dropped it out of her hands.
Poked out a little bit.
I think there's a little
a little Demarius Thomas.
Low blow. At least I'm not a Bronco fan, right?
No, you're worse. You're a 49er fan.
Denisha Lundy to Nikki Andaya. She thought about it, driving the lane. No foul called there. Kicks it to Christian Voiles, puts it up for 2. Good, strong move from Christian Voiles.
And maybe that's the spark Christian Voiles needed. A little short on the first 2. Maybe sometimes with a score, you just need to see the ball go through the basket.
Exactly.
Just to remind yourself where it is on the court.
Oh, bad pass. Kiera Beecham steals it. Kicked up to Nikki Andaya. Stop jumper. Couldn't get it to go. And Mendocino with the rebound. Jalen Wilson controlling the rock for Mendocino. She gets trapped. Dishes it over to Eliza. Eliza driving the lane. And she's going to – a foul is called. It's going to be on
the floor.
On Ariel Clay. That's her second personal. Checking in for Solano is number 23, Nicole White, 33, Laura Lawson, and 24, Taylor Hamilton. (28-12), 7:13 left in the first half here.
And, you know, the one strength of this Mendocino squad is their free throw percentage.
Jump ball, but it's going to stay Mendocino ball since they have the possession.
Well, getting back to what I said, they're first in the Bay Valley Conference in free throw percentage, 69.8% per game, but they're 8th overall in the Bay Valley Conference.
Good defense by Nicole White on the inbound pass and tipped it and gets it to Denisha Lundy, who has the ball. She's driving it up, and she gets it tipped away. Mendocino ball. Mendocino now countering. Nicole White playing smart defense and just letting her take it to the bucket and make sure she didn't get a foul called on her there. And Taylor Hamilton now. She's ISO'd on top here. Christian Voiles to Nicole White. Nicole to Denisha. Denisha back to Lawson. Lawson to Hamilton. 10 on the shot. Good, strong move by number 24, Taylor Hamilton with the finish. Oh, Laura Lawson thought about it. Mendocino just likes to fling the ball around, and a lot of cross-court passes here. A swing pass, as it would be called. Lawson with the block.
No, I think that was actually Nicole White.
Oh, and Nicole just throws it into the back of Taylor Hamilton, and a little miscommunication there. Mendocino. You know, with a 16-point lead for Solano, they're not playing their best game right now.
No, they're a little sloppy.
Nicole White with the tip. And she gets tripped up by number 22, Jalen Wilson. No foul called there. All alone in the corner is Crystal Cervantes, and she couldn't get it to go. And it's tipped, and she gets her own rebound. And Nicole White is going to be called with a foul. And Mendocino is now in the bonus, shooting 1-and-1s with Solano's 8 fouls on the board. Checking in is number 15, Christina Contouris. And a late substitution for Solano is number 2, Kai Roberts. Well, since we got some free throws here, let's stop and do a little station identification. You're tuned in to SCSN, your home for Solano sports, and obviously you found us on one of our many outlets, either on Channel 27, the local cable access channel here in Fairfield, our Facebook page, Solano College Sports Network, and also the YouTube channel, Solano College. YouTube.com/Solano College. Right, Mike? Is that the URL?
I believe that's what it's called nowadays. While you were identifying the station, Taylor Hamilton took a rough spill, and now she's at the line for 2.
And she makes first. Checking back in for Solano is number 11, Nikki Andaya. Checking in for Denisha Lundy, letting Denisha get a little breather. And she makes them both.
Is Taylor Hamilton double figures now?
She's in 10 points.
Is
Laura
that double
Lawson
figures?
with the steal. Goes up with it, and it's good. Solano with the trap defense and full court pressure. And it was a bad pass, but Mendocino comes back up with it. 20 seconds on the shot. Drives the lane and gets a foul called.
Almost an and one.
Crystal Cervantes is taking over this game for Mendocino and keeping them in it.
Well, when you game plan for one, the second usually has a good game.
You know, Eliza Vargas, who I thought was going to have a big game, she has yet to record a point on the board yet.
Well, any scouting report we have, Solano has as well. And so if they know that Eliza is a 20-point per game scorer.
And that's 8 points for Crystal Cervantes on the night. Laura Lawson with the easy lay-in.
I wonder how many assists Taylor Hamilton has.
Well, she does lead the team in assists, points per game. She's having herself a great season. And also steals.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if she isn't named All Bay Valley Conference.
And if she doesn't, I'll be very mad. Taylor Hamilton gets her own rebound. What a hustle play by TP3.
She's more Kobe than TP3. That's why she got the 24. I wonder if that's why she has 24 on her.
We have to ask her one of these days. Solano moving the ball very well. Shot clock winding down. Puts up a shot. Didn't get it to go. Good hustle play by Christina Contouris to tip it, save it from going out of bounds, and flinging it to Nikki and Daya to get themselves another 30 seconds on the shot clock. Laura Lawson now with the ball. Kicks it. Oh, and she has it stolen away by number 12, Catherine Edmonds, all alone, and she lays it in for two. Hamilton dishes it up to Ndaya, and Ndaya tries to kick it over to Lawson, but there's going to be a foul called on the play. And this Nikki and Daya is going to shoot two. Ooh, rims in and out. Couldn't get the shooters, the home court advantage there. The shooter's bounce.
You were trying so hard to figure out what that was called.
Yes. Now let's see if she can shoot her second, make her second free throw from the charity stripe. And she makes it. Splits them 36-20 with 3:41 left here in the first half. Your Lady Falcons with a commanding 17-point lead.
I don't know how commanding it is, but it is definitely a 17-point lead.
You know, once again, Solano's defense is what's, just making sure Mendocino doesn't get themselves in a rhythm or get themselves in the game, really.
Defense wins championships.
And it was proven on Sunday. Number one defense going against number one offense, and what a disgrace that was. I mean, that was a pitiful game for if you're any Broncos fan. I mean,
you expected a lot more out of Peyton
And
Manning.
the Hail Mary pass, and it gets it down court, but nothing else. Down low, Justice Robinson with the steal. Gets it up to Taylor Hamilton. 2-on-1. Hamilton splits, goes up, and couldn't get to go, but a foul is called. And she's going to shoot two.
That's one of those. If she makes it, great play. If she misses it, call the foul.
You know what? Taylor Hamilton. How many times have we already called her name tonight? She's just been driving the lane, dishing dimes, making threes.
Yeah, well, she hasn't actually made any threes.
She makes first.
She actually hasn't made any threes yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Nikki and Daya.
Yeah. But Taylor Hamilton's not a player that needs to make threes.
No. You know what? Last year, she didn't have Denisha Lundy, didn't have a lot of the role players here on this team. So Taylor Hamilton and Ariel Clay really had most of the burden of scoring points, which put a lot of effort, pressure on them to really come out and score. Now, with the addition of Denisha Lundy, It's really helped out, so Taylor Hamilton can just do what she does and play her game. Doesn't have to try to do too much, and look at the numbers she's been putting up this year.
Yeah, her scoring has taken a dip down from 15.6 to 14.5, but everything else is skyrocketed.
Hamilton with the rebound, kicks it up to Ndaya. Ndaya's figuring out what she wanted to do there and kicks it out to Adri Jones. Adri to Denisha Lundy for 3, and it's good.
That's her second 3 of the night.
And Mendocino just trying to get the ball and set up some offense, but and a nice little left-handed layup from number 33, Elisa Vargas, and that's her first points on the night.
Come with 2:25 left.
Ooh, Hamilton with the ball handling skills. Kicks to Ndaya to Justice Robertson. Justice tries her luck, and it's no good.
I'm not sure if that's her shot. But when you're that open.
Hey, you're that open on top of the key. That's a very high percentage shot there.
I've always had more success from the top of the key. It's all kind of there.
It just exactly.
The backboard's there.
And a travel call. It's going to give Solano the ball. Solano's lead is now up to 20 points. 2:01 left to play in the first half inside the Falcons' nest.
The Falcons' nest.
Yeah. You know, Solano Community College Gymnasium, it's a mouthful, so.
Well, one of these days, we're going to have to name it after somebody.
And Danica Carlisle checked in the game. Danica now with the ball, kicks it over to Audrey Jones for a deep 3, and it's a little short. And a foul is going to be called on number 24, Taylor Hamilton. It's going to send number 20, Latasha Kelvin, to the line. You know, as many points as Solano puts up per game, they're averaging in conference around 90.3 points.
Yeah, ridiculous amounts.
Just ridiculous. And I believe their opposition is at 40 points.
They're winning by about 33 a game, so do the math there.
About 60.
Yeah. 57.
Well, math was never my strong suit, Mike.
Mine, well, it used to be. Then
Hamilton with the left hand and one.
Ooh, now that is a play.
I could see Taylor Hamilton. Look, she has a little smoldering going on right now. She is getting ready to heat up.
A little kindling. I think she's already hot. Look at this. She has already 14 points. About to be 15 points if she makes this.
Wow.
In the first half. She's already at her average. Still the first half.
And she completes the three-point play from the charity stripe. Even with the commanding lead that Solano has, their bench is on the edge of their seats yelling defense, chanting on their team. And that just proves that this is a full team.
Yeah. Hashtag full squad.
We don't use hashtags up here, Mike. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Denisha Lundy with the pull-up jumper. Could have get to go. Rebounded by Jalen Wilson. Mendocino just trying to get on a run here. No good. Rebounded by Danica Carlisle, and she's on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay Solano ball. Oh, under a minute to play here in the first half.
45-25.
Good inbounds pass from Christian Voiles to Taylor Hamilton. Taylor dishes down low to Kiara Beecham. Out to Danica Carlisle. Kicks to the Christian, and they're swinging the ball now very well in the hands of Taylor Hamilton. To Danica, and the pass is tipped, and she falls on the ground trying to get it, but it's stolen away by Catherine Edmonds, and she couldn't get the ball. A good defense, and follow through with Eliza Vargas for 2. Elisa, I'm mistaken. Danica trapped in the corner, kicks it out to Christian. 23 seconds. 1 second separates, and Christian Voiles going to be called with the travel here.
She didn't keep her pivot foot on the ground.
And it looks like if Mendocino can wind down the clock here and get the last shot of the half. Mendocino driving lane. Elisa couldn't get it to go. Puts it back up, and it's good for number 12, Catherine Edmonds. 7 seconds. Taylor Hamilton now with the ball. Kicks it to Danica Carlisle. Danica swings it over to Denisha Lundy. Denisha, 2-1, puts it up, and it's no good. And that is the end of the first half. 45-29 in favor of your Falcons over the Mendocino Eagles. Mike, what'd you take away from this first half?
16-point lead for Solano, but you feel like it could have been more. A little bit of sloppy offense, a little bit of turnovers, a lot of fouls committed, unnecessary fouls, but what you're doing correctly, Taylor Hamilton is having herself a game. 15 points in the first half, on pace for 30. It should be a fun game from here on out.
Yes, it should. You know what? The one thing that's really impressed me in this first half is how well Solano's defense just shutting down Mendocino, causing all this confusion. They're just throwing around the passes, trying to find an open shot. And the only really bright spot for Mendocino is Crystal Cervantes.
Yeah. Crystal Cervantes, she's had, looks like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, almost in double figures so far. And number 10,
Kaylee Lincoln.
Yes, I'm sorry. She's banked 2 threes in. So,
but that's the only real momentum that Mendocino's been able to have. Solano, every time that Mendocino makes a shot, Solano answers with 4, 6 points. The momentum shifts. It's just outstanding. The defense from Solano has been outstanding. Their offense is not what we're quite used to, a little sloppy, but I'm sure Coach Matt Boychert is going to have a word with them in the locker room and turn it around, and they'll come out and execute in the second half.
Well, that's it for us here in the first half. We'll be back with the second half after this break.
Hello, I'm Catherine. I'm from Colombia.
My name is Rama. I'm from Syria.
My name is Sandy. I am from China.
My name is Pat. I'm from Peru. My name is Anna and I'm from Mexico.
Hi, my name is Huy Nguyen. I'm from Vietnam. I'm designed to come to Solano College because I want to improve my English.
At Solano Community College, the ESL program has students from around the world.
Students get instructions in speaking, writing, and reading grammar and vocabulary.
You can improve your English and get a better job or a promotion or transfer to a university.
In ESL Lab, students work with a teacher one-on-one and practice pronunciation, listening, conversation, and note-taking. You can improve your English and get a better job and a promotion or transfer to a university.
It is a great program. I feel more comfortable.
I'm able to speak English more.
Love my classmates is such a great experience for me.
I can move to take some classes with a native speaker here.
I don't need anybody to translate me.
Be part of our great program. Start your dream.
Change your life.
You'll never know what can get you until you try.
Join us!
And we are back inside the Falcons' nest, where we have a good game of basketball between the Lady Falcons and the Mendocino Eagles, where the Lady Falcons are up big, 45-29, and Taylor Hamilton has been having herself a game.
Yeah, but she's not the only one. Laura Lawson has 5 points. Anisha Lundy has 6 points off of 2 threes. Nikki Andaya approaching double digits. She has 8 points. It's coming from a lot of places, and that's what we talked about earlier. Taylor Hamilton having the extra firepower that allows her to flourish.
And it's, and on top of that, Solano has been playing pretty much lights out defense on their defensive side of the court. They're running the full court press, and then they're running a little trap game in, and I'm very impressed by their defense so far.
Oh, yeah. Defense. The defense is the name of the game.
And we are set, and we are now underway for some exciting second half action here in the Falcons' nest. And they're trying to get the ball to Eliza Vargas. Stolen away by Nikki and Daya. Good way to start the second half. Cross court to Denisha Lundy. Denisha, power move up and in. She's going to get called for a foul, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
So you see Mendocino trying to get their 20 points per game star involved early in the second half.
I believe she was only held to 4 points in the first half, and she's averaging 20 a game. What does that say about the Solano defense?
It says a lot about the Solano defense, but you don't win a game if your 20-point scorer only gets 4 points.
Exactly.
That's 16 points you're giving up, and unless you're winning by 17 a game, you're not going to win a lot of games.
You know, Crystal Cervantes has been their only bright spot so far for Mendocino.
She splits the pair.
Tanisha Lundy playing some tough defense on Eliza. Eliza Vargas having a hard time to get the ball up court. She finally does and get into their half of the court. And for 3. And that was Crystal Cervantes with the missed shot, but it's rebounded, thrown back up, and good for 2 by number 10, Kaylee Lincoln. Solano try to get the ball to Clay. Clay has it there, and they're going to call her on a travel, and it's going to be Eagles ball.
And you see Solano give the ball to Ariel Clay, and everybody just stood around. This offense is better when everyone's moving. Mm-hmm. And you hear Coach Boychuk say motion. He wants the team to move more.
And the pass is tipped by Laura Lawson. It's going to stay Eagles ball. (46-31), and Mendocino trying to cut down this lead and make a run and try to win this game here in the second half. And there's an off-ball foul called. It's going to stay Eagles ball. And it looks like the call is on number 33, Laura Lawson, for a little push. That's her second personal on the night, and the first team foul here in the second half. You know, one thing that Solano needs to do, I thought that was a clean block, but it was obviously a foul. I didn't have that good of a vantage point up here in the press box. Or makeshift press box, I should say, at the top.
The press bleachers.
The press bleachers. And
with tape on them.
Hey, we finally got our little table here.
Yeah,
we got TV working.
We
hey, we're looking professional now. And she makes the first.
Crystal Cervantes living at the free throw line. Already 5 made so far today.
And, yep, and she misses that one. She splits them. But Mendocino comes up with the ball, and the ball is on the ground. It's going to be called a jump ball. It's going to be Falcons ball. Hamilton now coming down the court. Hamilton dribbles to her left. Kicks it to the Lundy. Lundy down low to Clay. Clay baseline, puts it up, and it's no good, but it's rebounded by Lawson. She puts it back up, can't get it to go. The ball is tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay Falcon ball.
And here's what you were talking about with the size of Solano, Laura Lawson, and Ariel Clay. They don't have a lot to match up.
You know, Laura Lawson's listed at 5'10", but she plays a lot bigger with her length and size. Look. And then she's going to get called for an over the back there, but that's just because
you were going to say, look, she just grabbed it from over the top. But
more often than not, you're going to get called for that foul, and that's Laura Lawson's third foul, so she's in a little bit of foul trouble early in the second half. And checking in for her is number 5, Justice Robinson. Solano's bench yelling defense, defense, cheering on their teammates. Little backdoor cut there. No foul called. It's up and good for 2 for Crystal Cervantes. 46-34. And Hamilton trying to work the pass in there. It wasn't working. Clay swings it out to Lundy. Lundy's yelling. Oh, good dish to Justice Robinson. She gets her own rebound. She puts it back up, and she gets a foul. It's going to send her to the line to shoot 2. Once again, the best rebounding team in the Bay Valley Conference, proving it right here on the offensive glass.
And that's something that I didn't get to mention during the end of the first half. They've been rebounding the basketball well.
limiting those second chance opportunities on defense, and that's been a big factor here. And Justice misses her first. But, it's only a 12-point ball game now. It was up to 20 at one point. And she splits them. Timeout called by Coach Matt Boychard. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here. So if you're the coach from Mendocino, what would you be telling your team right now?
You're playing well. You've won the half so far. You're getting your offensive rebounds. You're getting your second chance opportunities. You just need to make some shots and don't turn the ball over on defense.
Don't foul. And so far in the second half, they've been doing everything right. I believe they're winning this second half if you reset it 0-0.
4-1. And that one coming off of a free throw.
Solano just looks a little discombobulated on the offensive side. They're trying to force passes.
Good word, by the way.
Thank you. Busting out my $5 word today because I got Brian Nelson broadcasting the men's game.
Yeah, you got to warm up.
And that guy, he brings out $100 words. I look at him and go, huh?
Spell pneumonia.
Hey, but the good thing is, at least I can work the dryer in the bathroom.
It's true. Is that a story I don't know about?
Yes, we were talking about technology, and Brian Nelson actually told us that he has troubles using the blow dryers in the bathroom.
Oh.
Sorry, Brian.
Learn something new every day.
Hamilton for three, couldn't get it to go. Justice Robertson fighting for the rebound, but Eliza Vargas comes down with it. 47-34. For three. No good, rims out. Ball is tipped, and it's rebounded by Maya. Good defense by Solano. It's going to stay Eagles ball. Justice Robertson tipped it out of bounds. And Mendocino's coach is fired up over there, telling her team, let's get it going.
Well, the only way you're going to win this game is to play Solano's game. They're not going to bow down. They're not going to play slow. They're going to play upbeat when they're 40 points up.
Taylor Hamilton got a hand in there to disrupt that play. Good defense by Solano. Way to move. They do an excellent job by keeping their body. And a travel is called. It's going to be Solano ball. Good defense by Ariel Clay. Just what I was saying. Solano does a great job of getting a body in front of the ball handler, squaring up those hips and looking eye to eye at him to not allow him to drive the lane. And they're taking away the passing lanes as well. Very good. Hamilton now with the ball. She picks it up, gets it to Nikki. Nikki swings it to Clay. Ariel looking around, kicks it to Justice. Justice back to Ndaya. To Hamilton. Lundy. Nothing working there. 7 seconds. Ndaya drives the lane. She puts up the shot. Couldn't get it to go, and it's rebounded by number 20, Latasha Kelvin. .13-point ball game. Pass down low, but it's stolen away by Taylor Hamilton. Tipped by Ariel Clay.
They've been stuck on this 47-34 for a while now.
Taylor Hamilton just tried to force the pass there, and Justice Robinson wasn't quite ready for it.
And just as I say that they've been stuck on the score, Nicole White checks it or goes to the scorer's table.
Nikki Ndaya. She was looking to pass. She drives the lane and gets it to go for two.
Oh, that was beautiful English.
Very well. She thought about kicking it out to Hamilton. She did a little fake pass, one step to the bucket, and the finish. 49-34 now. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Mendocino. They put the shot back up, and they get it to go. They're just exchanging blows like a heavyweight fight right now. Time is called by the referee. It is because somebody needs to tie their shoe.
Safety first.
Justice Robertson needed to tie her shoe. Checking in for Solano, as you touched on, is number 23, Nicole White.
Number 22 for Mendocino, Jalen Wilson.
Matt Boychard hopes that putting Nicole White will spark this offense and get them on a roll and get the momentum rolling their way. Inbound to Justice Robinson. Justice dishes it to Hamilton, kicks it over to Lundy. Lundy drives baseline, puts it up, and she gets hit to the ground. Nicole White with the rebound. She puts it back up. Couldn't get it. Justice Robinson. And a foul is called. Going to send her to the line to shoot two.
And we talk about Nicole White. and her ability to rebound. I touched on it in the post-game interview that I had with her because she was the player of the game against Napa. 9 rebounds in that game.
For the smallest player on the court.
She can't be more than 5'2", 5'3".
Well, if you watch that interview you had with her, you look like a skyscraper compared to her, Mike.
I look like a skyscraper compared to most people. And then, during the men's game, we had Brian, in all his 5'3", interviewing Jamari Moss, who's well over 6
Brian's
feet.
5'4".
5'4", I'm sorry. Sorry, Brian.
And Eliza Vargas, very quiet on the night. She's averaging 20 points and she's only putting up 4 today. Solano's defense is really shutting her down. Little spin move, fade away, no good. Rebounded by Hamilton. Hamilton pushing it up now. Gives it to Lundy. Lundy stops, cuts back, gives it back to Hamilton. Hamilton to White. White's all alone for 3. And it's no good, but she's going to go to the line to shoot 3.
And wouldn't that have been fun if it had gone in?
Oh, wow. I think the whole gym would have erupted if she got that shot in.
And I was going to make a joke about there not being a lot of people, and I look over and there's actually a lot of
is
people here.
Yeah, they're slowly filing in, and we got a good crowd here, about average attendance, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's because of these theme nights.
Yes.
Or not theme nights, but appreciation nights.
Yes. Promo nights.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't give away free hot dogs or...
We should, because I'm hungry.
You know what I'd like to see? A Taylor Hamilton bobblehead day. How about that?
That'd be cool. I'd have 3.
Nicole White makes the second. Checking in for Solano is Nikki Andaya and Christina Contours.
And for Mendocino, number 11, Mariah Escobedo.
Hey, we're doing a good job over here, making sure the viewers know who's checking in, who's checking out.
It's all about the students. And the athletes, student athletes.
Student
but
comes before
they're
athletes.
students first.
And they are all excellent at becoming a student. Not just student athletes, but great overall human beings.
Yeah. You talk to Nicole White outside of the gym.
Oh.
She's the same player on the court as she is off the court.
Yes, she is. And if you ever get a chance to stop and say hi to Nicole White, she'll put a smile on your face because she is one funny girl. I will say that. Voted funniest team member by her teammates.
I understand after interviewing her, she was. I didn't even say nobody said anything funny, but
Denisha Lundy for a long 2 there, and she gets it to go. The foot was on the line.
Her first 2 might as well have been a 3.
Right.
She's using her 3-point rating in 2K.
55-38. Solano's got. As soon as Nicole White came in, the offensive tempo started coming up a little bit, and like I say, she's a spark plug.
Yeah, she's 6th person of the year, 6th woman of the year.
Mm-hmm. Definitely has my vote.
Yeah. If only we got to vote.
Yeah, right. We're not part of the Baseball Writers of America and all that good stuff. But
now that's always been a little bone of contention for me for the Hall of Fame for baseball. Could you explain that a little bit to me?
Well, there's the Baseball Writers Association of America, and there's only a select few. I believe there's
like 500.
Less than that.
Less than that?
I want to say like 100. It's a very exclusive club to belong to, and the reason why they keep it so exclusive for people that actually have been around the game a long time and have seen and been in part with these players. And stolen away by Denisha Lundy. Denisha stops, puts it up, and she gets fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And Solano can live at the line in this half.
Yes, they can. I mean, they've been shooting the ball very well, which early in the season they struggled a little bit at the free throw line.
That has been their Achilles heel.
And every game I see them get better and better at free throws. I mean, in all aspects of their game. They're getting better and better every single game.
Yeah, this team's rolling.
Well, if you roll off 11 straight victories.
You got to be doing a couple of things, right? Unless they're the Chiefs, and then you just kind of happen to have stumbled upon 11 straight wins.
Yeah, and then you meet the Broncos. And imagine if they would have played the Seahawks.
Oh, they would have been destroyed.
100-0?
Oh, maybe not that. I don't think Russell Wilson could put up 100.
Marshawn Lynch could.
Yeah, that's true.
Beast
Oakland
mode.
native.
Skittles
fiend.
Yeah, as much as I hate the Seahawks, I'm glad for Russell Wilson. 0 for 3. And it's good from Eliza Vargas, her first 3-pointer of the game. And she only has 7 points on the night. Nikki and Dada Christina. Christina to Nicole. Nicole to Lundy. Lundy drives lane. She puts it up. and she just cuts through that lane like nobody was
She
there.
blew by her defender.
Great move by Denisha Lundy. 17-point ball game for 3, and it's no good. And there's a foul called over the back on number 12, Catherine Edmonds. That's her 3rd personal foul and 2nd team foul. 6th team foul. I'm sorry. Downloaded Justice Robertson. Strong move to the hoop, and it's good.
With the left hand.
Everybody on Solano is getting involved in this game, putting points on the board, no matter who's on the court. Oh, stolen away by Nikki and Daya. And she's going to finish it herself with the spin move. And couldn't get it to go.
You called it too soon.
Yes, I did. Broadcaster's jinx. I am sorry, Nikki.
The only Falcons not to score tonight so far, Christina Contreras and Ariel Clay. And
surprisingly, Ariel Clay has not made a bucket yet tonight.
Yeah, and I think they keyed in a little bit on her. Mendocino did. But Christina Contreras, more of a defensive stopper. Thabocephalosha, if you will.
Mendocino to inbound the ball. Solano keeping with their full court pressure. Ball is floated up into Mendocino territory, and driving the lane is Eliza Vargas. She goes there, couldn't get the bucket to go, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And you see Eliza Vargas there. Sort of a fire hydrant build to her. She's listed as a guard, but she's strong. That's what I'm trying to say. She's strong.
She has the power to attack the rim, get rebounds, and put up shots anywhere she wants. She makes the first.
Thank you. You know what I was trying to say.
I know
If you were offended by that, Eliza, I'm sorry. I did not mean it. It was a compliment, really.
And she makes them both. And timeout is called by Mendocino. They are going to talk it over and see how they can try to come back in this game down 60-43 with 12:16 left to play. Now, talking about Ariel Clay, great overall player, great defensive stopper, been one of the leaders of this Solano team, and she has no points.
Player of the game the first game we did.
Yes, she was. And she has no points tonight, but just look. Ariel Clay and Taylor Hamilton were the top 2 scorers last year, and Ariel Clay doesn't even have a bucket. And look at the lead they have, 17-point lead without one of their best players performing.
And it's just going back to what we said before. They don't need to score. They have other options. This team plays small. They play with the 3-guard lineup. They play Nikki Andaya, Taylor Hamilton, Denisha Lundy, and then they have Nicole White coming off the bench. It's a good rotation. They got a lot of scoring up in the backcourt, but also some great scoring up front with Christian Voiles coming off the bench. Justice Robinson can fill it up if she wants
Christian
to.
Voiles is known to shoot a 3 and make a couple threes here and there, and she's also a big threat down low for defense, along with Ariel Clay and Laura Lawson. And what about Justice Robinson? What a job she's been doing tonight.
Freshman out of Armio, my alma mater. She was fun to watch back at Armio, too.
Beast?
Oh, yeah. Her and Alana Burnham, who now plays for Napa, they were the Twin Towers. You didn't get inside on Armio.
And we're back to the action now with 12:14 left in the second half.
Armio had back-to-back Mel titles back when I went there for the women's basketball team.
Oh, backdoor cut by Nikki. She couldn't quite get it, and it's stolen away by Eliza Vargas. Eliza Vargas is actually having herself a little game here in the second half.
That must have been the coach getting into her. Say, look, you're the leader. You need to play like it.
Mendocino working the ball very well on the perimeter, driving the lane, nothing working there. Ariel Clay comes up with the rebound, passes to Hamilton, up to Nikki and Daya. Nikki pull-up jumper, and it just rims out. No luck there. Mendocino with the ball. Mendocino just trying to get something working here. Eliza Vargas for 3 and overshoots it. Goes into the hands of her teammate. Jalen Wilson with the rebound, but then Solano gets that rebound, and Taylor Hamilton, and Christina Contouris with the finish. What a great pass by Taylor Hamilton.
How did Taylor Hamilton see her?
It's her spidey senses, Mike. Her spidey senses
She
were
was
tingling.
looking at Denisha Lundy the entire way, and then just, let me jump up the air, look around, find someone to pass the ball to.
Ooh, good trap, and Taylor Hamilton's going to get called with the foul. And a bunch of subs coming in for Solano is Denisha Lundy, Laura Lawson, and Adri Jones.
And for Mendocino, Crystal Cervantes, Kendra Newton, and Maya Blundell.
Well, Crystal Cervantes is in a little bit of foul trouble right now, and she's been the highlight of Mendocino so far this game. And jump ball is going to stay Mendocino ball. They have the possession arrow shooting to their side of the court. But if, Solano can draw a foul from Crystal Cervantes, get her out of this game.
And they'll have a much easier time. I mean, you can't get much easier than 19-point lead, but
you always want more. Stay hungry. That was a deep three and an air ball. And it's going to go to Solano. The Solano team, what I like about them is they always play like they're down 10 points.
Yeah, and I think that's Coach Boychert preparing these girls for the playoffs, because you're not going to win every one by 30.
No.
There are going to be times where you have to come back and play like you're down 10, because you will be.
Adri Jones for three, couldn't get it to go. Adri Jones early this season set the freshman three-pointers made in a game record. I didn't say that right. She broke a record. There we go.
Broke the freshman record for most threes made in a game.
Yes, thank you. That's just one of many
records.
records.
I'm a Warriors fan, so I'm used to listening to people break three-point records. So
such legendary broadcasters as Mr. Tim Roy, the Warriors radio broadcaster.
And don't you know Tim Roy?
I actually had the opportunity to sit down and have lunch with Tim and pick his brain a little bit. And very interesting guy. You know that he got to start doing college hockey, and then he semi-pro
Division III college hockey.
Division III college hockey, and worked his way up, bounced around a little bit, and found a home here in the Bay Area with the Warriors, and hasn't looked back since. And checking in for the Lady Falcons is number 5, Justice Robinson.
And everything about the Warriors is pretty homegrown, from the owner to the general manager to the broadcasters.
Denisha Lundy, strong move to the rim, and she gets it to go for 2. Yeah, the Warriors, you know what, even with all those down years they had not making the playoffs, they still pack the house every night. That just shows that the Bay Area fans are truly loyal fans.
When you have adversity, it weeds out the weak. And everybody that is a fan of the Warriors is a strong fan of the Warriors.
4 3, it is good.
Was that banked in or just off the rim?
That was a rim bank, I would say.
It's a third of the game.
Kaylee Lincoln. Adri Jones is going to be called for a travel. She likes to use that step into the shot and, step in and shoot, and they got called for the travel there. But
I think Denisha Lundy got away with the travel on the last possession, too.
Yes, she did. Checking back in, the little spark plug, number 23, Nicole White. Now let's see if Solano can continue the shutdown the defense that they've been playing. Good trap down low on the baseline. They kick it out for 3, and it's no good. Rims out. Tipped away, rebounded by Eliza Vargas, and she gets the bucket for 2. And
that puts her into double digits.
Vargas is coming on late. Nicole White trap. She tries to go baseline, but she is tripped and fouled.
And that's going to be free throws.
You are absolutely right. That's going to send her to the line for a 1-on-1. The foul was called on number 23, Maya Blundell. That's Maya's third personal on this evening game.
Sure. Whatever floats your boat.
And she makes first.
It's a good thing that we're funny together. Because if they had to sit through you just rolling through phrases.
Laura Lawson tries to put the shot back up, but she gets her own rebound. What a hustle play by Laura Lawson there. Kicks it to Nicole White, and they're going to reset their offense here.
Denisha Lundy wanted it.
Nicole White, good move, gets it to Justice. Justice just loses the ball, but it was tipped off the fingers of Catherine Edmonds. This can stay Falcon ball with 16 seconds left on the shot clock.
And Justice Robinson, a little dejected. She thought she had turned the ball over, heard it was white ball, and was like, I guess
Okay, yeah,
it's
okay. I have a smile on my face. And Taylor Hamilton driving the lane now. Kicks it out to Nicole White. Nicole for three. A little short. Vargas pushing up tempo here for Mendocino. Good pass down low to number 23, Maya Blundell for two. 15-point ball game. Pull-up jumper from Hamilton, and she gets it to go for two.
That's only her first points of the second half.
You know, Mendocino's been doing a good job by shutting down Taylor Hamilton in the second half, and they're trying to cut this deficit down and see if they can come out with the victor here. Crystal Cervantes stuck up top. Gets it to Maya. Maya to Vargas. Vargas driving the lane. Left hand layup, no good. But it's tipped off the fingers of Nicole White. It's going to stay Eagles ball. Checking back in for your Lady Falcons is number 20, Ariel Clay. Now let's see if Solano can get Ariel Clay going on here. Get her going a little bit.
Late substitution. Nikki and Dye coming back in.
Checking in for Taylor Hamilton, giving Taylor a little break. I mean, there's 7:21 left in the game. And
you're up by 17.
Keep your players' legs fresh, and a foul is called. And it looks like it's going to be on Nikki and Daya.
And you see the sweater vest himself, Matt Boychert, the coach.
A
little upset.
A sweater vest is classic.
He's
I mention it
so
every
pristine.
game.
I want one.
I love it. I mean, with the
Coach,
khakis.
hook me up.
With the khakis?
Oh, yeah.
You can't go wrong with the khakis, man.
Khakis?
Am I saying khakis or car keys?
I don't know.
Depends on what side of the country you're from. If you're from Boston, I lost my car keys. I lost my khakis.
Crystal Cervantes drains the first.
Checking in for Solano is number 15, Christina Contouras. And she misses the second. Rebounded by Justice Robinson. Denisha Lundy now with the ball. Denisha kicks it up to Christina. Christina looking to Justice. Justice down low to Ariel Clay. And Ariel Clay gets her first points of the game.
There she is.
Great ball movement by the Lady Falcons. Solano playing some good defense there, and it causes a turnover. Solano gets the ball.
Checking back in for Mendocino, number 22, Jalen Wilson.
Denisha Lundy now with the ball. Kicks it to Justice. To Nicole. Down low to Christina Contouras with the backdoor cut, and she tips it. Couldn't get it to go. I like the movement on the rotations on offense that Solano is giving Mendocino a bunch of different looks.
On offense and defense.
Mm-hmm. They rotate very well. Ooh, Nicole White almost got one there. To the bucket, and it rims out. Rebounded by Ariel Clay, but it's tipped, and a foul is called on Eliza Vargas. That's going to send Ariel Clay to the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
Nothing good happened in that 5 seconds for Mendocino. You get to the basket, it rolls around the rim, rims out, and then you commit the foul. Other team shooting free throws. Checking back in for Mendocino, number 20, Latasha Kelvin. Kelvin like the temperature.
Get a little scientific there, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah, I had chemistry last semester.
Ariel Clay makes the first.
Required to know what that was. Celsius minus 273.15.
You lost me there, bud. And she makes them both. Hey, what did I say when Ariel Clay checked in the game?
Hopefully that Solano can get her going.
Yes, they can. And so far, she put 4 points on the board. 71-51, back to a 20-point lead for the Falcons. Ooh. That could have been called a travel there.
She didn't have full possession of it.
Trying to work the ball down low. Mendocino stuck in the key, and it's going to be a 3-second violation. Turnovers. Falcon ball.
And what did I say about Christina Contreras?
She's a defensive stopper.
And that she got up in the air, got in her face, and caused the pump fake, which allowed that 3-second call to happen.
Denisha Lundy, pull-up jumper, and it's good. That was just beautiful from the vantage point I had there. Denisha with a little fadeaway.
Oh, yeah.
Timed it perfectly, and nothing but the bottom of the net.
Denisha Lundy is playing her way into player of the game.
Yes, she is. I mean, there's plenty of players. We could probably choose the whole team if we wanted to, really.
I mean, it should really go to Taylor Hamilton this game, but we've already talked to her. And really, this is more about exposure than accolades. So,
but we can almost call Taylor Hamilton every game for player of the game.
She's the go-to.
She definitely is. But Denisha Lundy's coming on strong in the second half, and I mean, Mendocino just doesn't have any answers for this Solano team.
Yeah, 16 points for Denisha Lundy. Wow. 17 points for Taylor Hamilton. I mean, it's.
Solid.
What can you say?
I mean, solid defense all around. I mean, every game that we've been broadcasting, I watch this team get better and better, and they amaze me every week to where I have nothing more to say because
it's running ourselves into the ground.
There's
nothing dead horses.
I mean, there's nothing bad we can say about the team.
No,
not one thing. And that, coming from a broadcaster standpoint, we like to keep things real. We're not going to just say, "Oh, it's the greatest team ever," and not give you facts. Why? But this team can possibly say they're the best team in this conference.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at the stats, and it backs it up. They're first in 13 categories.
Wow.
I mean, their only problem is, like we touched on earlier, free throw shooting. But it's still 56%, and they're improving every game.
You gotta give a lot of credit to this coaching staff: Matt Boychert and Talamontes Risto, Karina Cornelius, Terrell Morrison, and Shannon Rakin.
Yeah.
That whole coaching staff right there, look what they have done with this team this year. Nothing but good things to say about the whole organization for the Solano Lady Falcons. Ariel Clay for three, and it's good.
Ariel Clay heating up in the second half.
Well, that was a little jump ball there.
Just get the ball out of my hands. I don't want it.
Tipped by Clay, and it goes off the hands of Vargas. She throws it. Miraculously gets into the hands of her own teammate. Ball on the ground. It's going to be passed out. Nicole White with the good hustle play. Gets it to Denisha Lundy. Good bounce pass to Ariel Clay. A little low there. Gets it to Kier. Oh, man. Fighting for the ball here. Jump ball is going to stay in possession of the Falcons. But once again, attacking the offensive glass is just the game for Solano.
Yeah.
You win the battle on the boards, and you win the game. And this team proves to you each day in, day out, that if you win the rebound battle and you play defense, you'll come away with the victory.
I've always said you need to win 2 out of 3 things. And those 3 things are field goal percentage, rebounds, and turnovers. And if you win the rebounds and turnovers, you can get away with not having a good shooting night. And, I'm not going to go through all of them, but they've won all 3 tonight.
By far. I mean, it's not even close. Ariel kicks it out to Christina. Christina drives the lane, puts it up, no good.
And she wants to score.
Very bad. She has no points on the night. And there is an off-ball foul.
Oh, that's a technical foul on the staff, on Boychert.
Wow. I am not sure why the technical was called. He must have said something that he didn't like. Like, he must have said that Gatorade's better than water. Made the ref
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade. All right, that's enough.
Water sucks. Little reference there to the Water Boy.
Oh, great movie.
One of the great Adam Sandler films.
Waterboy, Happy Gilmore,
Mr. Deeds,
Mr.
Big Daddy.
Deeds. Yeah, I mean they're all good. I was gonna name my top 3.
Billy Madison.
Yeah, his sports movies have been really the best ones for me.
Especially The Water Boy. I had that movie on repeat when it first came out, and it was on VHS. Which I don't think.
Vicky Valancourt.
Vicky Valancourt, stolen away by the Falcons. Nicole White.
Tell me why I remember that name.
Because we were young when we watched the movie, and
We were about the
For
same
a long
age.
2 from Taylor Hamilton. Couldn't get it to drop, and it's rebounded by number 20, Latasha Kelvin. Dishes it to Crystal Cervantes.
When I say we were the same age, we still are roughly the same age. You didn't age faster than I did. But.
You know, they say age before beauty, but I believe that age and beauty can be in one category there.
What are you trying to say?
Travel call is going to be Solano ball.
How many traveling calls have we seen tonight?
I'd have to say at least a dozen.
Yeah, close. At least
And that's
10
just,
to 12.
That's
yeah.
just poor fundamental basketball there.
Yeah, and it's been both ways. Point of emphasis for the refs tonight.
But you got to give your hats off to the refs. They've been doing an excellent job here tonight. Ariel Clay for another jumper at the elbow for 2.
9 points, all in the second half.
And as soon as I say when she checked in, try to get the ball. Hey.
Give the ball to Ariel Clay and Christina Contreras and let them
have some fun.
Yeah.
I mean, 2:53, 2:52 left in the game clock. Taylor Hamilton, good pass to Kiara Beecham, but she gets fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 78-57, a 21-point margin. We can almost say this one's in the books.
I wouldn't correct you there. I just don't think there's enough possessions. I mean, even if they just dribble out the clock and...
You know, I think if Solano literally winds down the clock every time and gives the ball to Mendocino.
Have a shot clock violation every time down. There's not going to be enough time for them to come back.
And white ball right there. Falcons ball.
Just as I say, dribble the clock out. Ease up a little bit. That's not Boychert's way of playing.
No, it's not.
That's not the Solano way of playing.
He wants to keep the foot on the throttle to Ariel Clay with a nice one. Oh, and she is fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's the second time they run that same in-downs play where Ariel Clay is a little underneath the hoop, and then she bounces out to the free throw line. A little floater, catch and shoot. And that's her shot right there from the elbow and free throw line.
Like I said, find your go-to shot, the one you can make 9 times out of 10. Take that shot all the time.
From the low post to the top of the key here, that's money shots for this Solano team.
And that's the way my brothers taught me about post play. They said, find a spot, it doesn't matter where it is, find a spot where you can make that shot every single time you come down the floor. And then it's just about using your body and your strength to get to that spot. And if you don't make it, it's because somebody fouled you.
So I'm guessing Steph Curry's favorite shot is a little bit past
from
half
court. Yeah.
A little bit past half court.
In the gym, from the tunnel.
Or shooting sugar cubes in Klay Thompson's ice.
That was a
tea.
fun commercial.
That was a great commercial. How about that Christmas commercial?
Yeah.
You see that with Durant and Curry and LeBron and shooting the threes and making the sounds of jingle bells.
It was fun watching the...
good move by number 12. Catherine Edmonds goes between her legs, gets to the rim, and she's going to shoot 2.
It was fun watching the behind the scenes of how they made that. Because first glance, you think that they all just shot him in one take. And, of course, LeBron not taking any threes.
Oh, he probably missed most of them.
They have to take 10 takes for him. But
he isn't a three-point shooter, but when you need a 3, LeBron can hit it.
Yeah, he made 5 threes in Game 6 of the NBA Finals last year.
That's just his adrenaline and Adderall kicking in.
Of course, they're not going to drug test him.
No.
He's LeBron. Did you see him flop the other night?
I actually...
Double dipping in the flopper?
I tried not to watch the Heat because it make me very upset. Good ball movement by Solano.
And look at the bench for Solano getting into that one.
That was the first points for Kiara Beecham on the night. But just great ball movement all around.
And it's fun when you can do that in a half-court set and get right to the rim.
Mendocino puts up a shot, and it's good. Gets the ball to Taylor. Nicole, I'm sorry. Minute 52 left. Down low to Kiara Beecham. Kiara working it down low. Kai Roberts with the rebound. Laura Lawson. Or Ariel Clay, I'm sorry. It's a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Eagles.
How much fun is this Solano team having?
They're just having a ball, man. The whole bench is...
Who do we want to score this time down?
I think, hey, Coach Matt, you want to make a shot too?
Take a sky hook from the baseline.
Solano still playing good defense. Crystal Cervantes can get the ball to go there. Nicole White getting the ball poked away from her. She had a smile on her face, like, I still got it. Ariel Clay to Kai Roberts, trying to backdoor to Nicole White. Nicole gets it in. She throws it off of Crystal Cervantes. I have seen Nicole do that at least a dozen times since this season. And
that's a heads-up play.
She does it every time.
These are heads-up players.
And these players, I mean, every time she does it, the opposing team that she throws it off of looks at her like, what was that?
Number 22, Jalen Wilson, checking in for Mendocino. Little size on the inbounds play.
Nicole White with the ball now. Oh, tries to kick it to Kai Roberts, and she couldn't get to go. Crystal couldn't get the shot to go there, and Vargas puts it back up and good. Under a minute to go here inside the Falcons' nest with your Lady Falcons up big over the Mendocino Eagles. Solano now just working the ball around. Jamelia Anderson kicks it to Kai Roberts. Kai drives the lane. Beautiful left-handed finish for 2.
Not a bad play.
Yeah. And, you know, Kai Roberts and Jamelia Anderson doesn't get a lot of playing time, but they've come out. They've each put a couple points on the board. It just shows how deep this Solano team really is.
Yeah.
I mean,
when your 11 through 14 players are getting playing time and points, you're having a good day.
Yeah. And, you know, if you look at the coaching staff for Solano right now, it looks like they're in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. I mean, they're up big, and they're still over there. Okay, what do we got to do to get better? And it looks like on the scoreboard it's 82-1. There's a malfunction up there, of course.
I wouldn't surprise me.
Nicole White, the clock is not running. There it goes. Kai Roberts for 3, and she gets it to go! Look at the bench fired up for Kai Roberts.
And, I mean, at this point in the rotation, they're not getting a lot of playing time. So it's fun to see them get on the floor.
You know, it's their time to shine. You walk out on the court, it doesn't matter how long it is. You got to make an impact on the game.
Got to earn your minutes.
Exactly.
This could do a lot for the next game. Los Medanos on Friday, a road game. Kai Roberts maybe gets a little increase in minutes in the next game.
Los Medanos is 2-8 on this in the season conference play and 6-15 overall. So they are the second to last team in the division.
Penultimate team.
The penultimate?
Yeah, I learned that word in econ today.
Very nice. That is a $10 word.
The second to last. That's what it means.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next game coming up for.
Of course, I said, it's like the best pen in the world, right?
Well, they have Los Medanos next at Los Medanos on the 7th at 5:30. That's this Friday. And the next broadcast we'll be bringing you would be against the College of Marin here at Solano Community College. Oh, good pass to Kiara Beecham coming in good. Oh, pass is thrown away. Kai Roberts with the ball. And they're going to call her out of bounds, and that's what you call too much hustle.
Over hustle.
And you know that College of Marin that's going to come in next Wednesday is third from last. Do you have a word for that?
No.
For a deep 3. And she gets it to go at the buzzer.
Off of a banked 3.
Off of a banked 3.
Fourth of the game.
Well, that is all we had to. That's the end of the game, folks. Your Lady Falcons coming away with another big victory, 89-68.
Gave up more points than they wanted to.
Yes,
their average is only 41 a game. So,
you know, but all around, just a phenomenal game of basketball from these Lady Falcons. Just from the gates, just got it going and never looked back. And Mike, what'd you take from the game?
Well, from the stats, you think that it was kind of an average game. And we said that they were a little sloppy coming out. Their offense needed to click a little bit better, and they did that in the second half. They rebounded the ball well, as they tend to do. Their defense, obviously spectacular. And this bodes well. 13 in a row now, 12 or 13 in a row, still undefeated in conference play. And it's all leading up to Contra Costa in the playoffs. Because if there's no playoffs, if there's no league championship, there's no conference championship, then this was all for nothing.
Exactly. And, as they keep rolling, but we have our MVP of the game, number 21, Denisha Lundy, on the sideline and we have Brian Nelson down there for the report. Brian?
Well, thank you, Mike and Stosh. I'm here with today's player of the game, Denisha Lundy. Denisha, what a great game.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Well, the Solano Lady Falcons are now on a 13-game winning streak. What do you think is the key to this long success?
I think our defense is actually the key to our success. Our defense is our offense, so without our defense, we wouldn't be where we are today.
I noticed in a lot of your games you get in the passing lanes a lot. Is that something Coach Borcher really instills in you guys?
Yes, because we use our quickness to our advantage. We have a lot of guards, so we just use that as much as we can.
And with you having such big success and a lot of double-digit wins, is there something you still feel that you need to improve upon?
I think our team just needs to work on not getting too comfortable, because I feel like we're too comfortable with a lot of stuff that we do. So we need to work hard and not get too comfortable with I feel like we just need to not get too comfortable, pretty much is it.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Well, with that comfortability, do you put yourself in certain positions to pretend like you're not up by 20? Do you tell yourself like it's a tie game?
Yeah, at halftime, we come out thinking the score is 0-0, nobody's up, nobody's down. We just play like I said, it's a fresh start of the game.
Well, that's an excellent mindset to have, and a big reason why you Lady Falcons are on such a great winning streak. Now, Mike, this is Denisha Lundy, your player of the game. Mike Stosh, back to you.
Well, thank you, Brian, for that great report, and congratulations, Denisha, for being our player of the game. Solano rolls on to their 13th straight victory with a big win over Mendocino, 89-68. And they just keep rolling, Mike.
Yeah, 13th straight victory, 12-0 in the Bay Valley Conference. With only 4 games to play, Los Medanos, College of Marin, Merritt, and Contra Costa. College of Marin will be our next game that we bring you here on SCSN.
Until then, thank you, folks, for tuning in to SCSN. I'm Stosh Moeda and my broadcast partner, Mike McLeod. We thank you, and you stay soaring, Solano.